Cries announcing Songyun's pregnancy. The most emotional moment of his career. Something happened recently in the world of Chinese entertainment that stopped millions of hearts mid-beat, a moment so raw and unguarded that even the most seasoned fans couldn't look away. Everyone thought their story was confined to the screen, to the scripted chemistry of dramas like As Beautiful as You, where Cries and Songyun played lovers destined to find each other against all odds. But then came the announcement, delivered not with fanfare or polished statements, but with a voice that cracked under the weight of overwhelming emotion. Cries, the actor known for his composure and intensity, stood before the world, or perhaps it was a quiet live stream, a personal Weibo post, the details still hazy in the rush of viral clips, and let the tears fall as he spoke the words no one expected to hear so soon. "We're expecting a new member in our family." Simple words, yet they carried the force of a revelation, turning speculation into something achingly real. But was this the culmination of years of hidden feelings, or a beautiful surprise that even they hadn't fully anticipated? As the clip spread like wildfire across platforms, fans replayed those trembling seconds over and over, searching for every nuance in his expression, every pause in his breath, wondering how a single man's tears could make an entire fandom feel like they were witnessing something sacred. Hold on, because the layers of this moment go much deeper, pulling us into a story of love, vulnerability, and the kind of joy that breaks even the strongest hearts wide open. Imagine the scene unfolding in the quiet intimacy of a personal space, away from red carpets and flashing lights, where Cries, usually so controlled in interviews and on set, found himself unable to hold back. His eyes glistened almost immediately as he began to speak, the camera capturing the subtle quiver in his lips, the way he swallowed hard before the words could escape. Songyun, his partner in both life and now parenthood, wasn't visible in every frame, but her presence was felt in every syllable he uttered, her strength, her grace, the quiet support that had carried them through whatever private journey led to this day. Fans who caught the live moment describe it as electric, the chat exploding with hearts and tears emojis, messages pouring in from across time zones as people in China, Southeast Asia, and beyond tuned in, breathless. Have you ever watched someone you admire bare their soul like that? It's disarming, isn't it, the way vulnerability turns a celebrity into a person, raw and relatable, making you feel connected in a way no scripted scene ever could. But wait, here's where the emotion intensifies. This wasn't just an announcement of pregnancy, it was Cries allowing the world to see the depth of his gratitude, his fear, his overwhelming love for the family they were building. The tears weren't dramatic sobs, they were silent at first, then steady, tracing paths down his cheeks as he smiled through them, a perfect storm of happiness and disbelief. Shifting to the fans' side of the screen, the reaction was immediate and overwhelming, a tidal wave of shared joy mixed with disbelief that this was really happening. Forums and comment sections filled with stories of people pausing their day to cry along with him, strangers united by the sight of a man embracing fatherhood with such openness. One viewer wrote how they'd followed Cries since his early roles, admiring his dedication, but never imagining he'd share something so personal. Another pointed out the timing, right around the buzz of their latest drama promotions, when chemistry rumors had reignited, making this feel like the perfect, poetic next chapter. But not everyone was ready to accept it at face value. Some whispered about whether this was staged for buzz, a clever way to leverage their on-screen popularity into real-life headlines. Yet those doubts faded quickly against the authenticity in his voice, the way his hands trembled slightly as he spoke of being moved beyond words. Ask yourself this, in an industry where privacy is currency, why would someone choose to reveal such a tender moment unless it meant everything to them? The contrast is stark, the polished actor versus the emotional soon-to-be father, creating that magnetic pull that keeps viewers glued, replaying the clip to catch what they might have missed the first time. From the media's perspective, the announcement landed like a thunderclap, headlines racing to capture the essence without spoiling the intimacy. Outlets described it as the most emotional moment of Kai's career, not because of any award or blockbuster role, but because it stripped away the performance entirely. Insiders noted how rare it is for Chinese stars to share family news so candidly, especially pregnancies, which often remain private until much later stages. Yet here was Kai, voice-breaking as he expressed gratitude for Tan Songyun's strength, for the little life growing inside her, for the journey they'd walked together from co-stars to life partners. Some reports hinted at earlier rumors, subtle social media posts, matching accessories during events, the way they'd supported each other through busy schedules, but nothing prepared anyone for this level of openness. But here's where it gets even more profound. The tears weren't just about the baby, they spoke to years of building something real amid the chaos of fame, dodging speculation, protecting what mattered most. Fans dissected every frame, zooming in on the softness in his gaze when he mentioned her name, debating if this confirmed long-held theories about their off-screen bond. The ambiguity that once fueled dating rumors now transformed into celebration, yet the emotional weight lingered, joy laced with the quiet fear every new parent feels. Diving into the couple's history adds even more depth to why this moment hit so hard. Kai and Tan Songyun had shared screens before, their chemistry sparking endless discussions among viewers who saw sparks beyond the script. In As Beautiful as You, their portrayals of love felt effortless, drawing praise for authenticity that now seems prophetic. Behind the scenes, stories emerged of mutual respect, late-night rehearsals, shared laughs that blurred professional lines. Agencies had stayed silent on personal matters, as is common, leaving fans to piece together clues from candid photos, supportive comments, the occasional joint appearance that felt charged with something unspoken. Then came this announcement, turning whispers into roars of approval. Emotional contrasts abound here, the public persona of confident stars versus the private reality of two people navigating pregnancy, the noise of fandom versus the quiet miracle of impending parenthood. Imagine Kai, who has portrayed countless intense, stoic characters, allowing himself to be seen in this vulnerable state. It's a testament to how deeply this chapter has touched him. Viewers can't help but wonder, what conversations happened off camera? What fears and hopes did they share before he decided to speak? Those unanswered questions keep the heart racing, drawing people back to the footage, searching for more clues in his tear-streaked smile. As the news rippled outward, global reactions painted a picture of a fandom united in happiness. Messages flooded in from international fans translating the moment, creating subtitles, fan edits syncing his words to gentle music that amplified the tenderness. Some compared it to other rare celebrity announcements, but this one stood apart for its rawness, no glamour shots, no staged photos, just a man overcome by emotion. Netizens cried with joy, sharing how the sight of Kai's tears made them reflect on their own lives, on love, on family. Yet beneath the celebration, a subtle tension remains. Pregnancy brings changes, uncertainties, the shift from couple to parents under the unrelenting gaze of the public. Will they share more? Ultrasound glimpses, nursery updates, or retreat into privacy? The uncertainty adds another layer of suspense, making every new post from either of them feel loaded with potential meaning. Have you found yourself checking their accounts more often now, hoping for another glimpse into this unfolding story? Building on that emotional high, consider the broader impact in entertainment, where personal milestones like this can reshape perceptions. Kai has built a career on charisma and depth, Tan Songyun on warmth and resilience, and together they've created something that transcends drama. This announcement feels like a victory for authenticity, a reminder that even idols experience life's biggest joys in human ways. Fans theorize about future projects, perhaps a hiatus, or a return stronger than ever, or simply savoring this chapter away from spotlights. The tears Kai shed weren't weakness, they were proof of profound love, of a heart fully open. But wait, picture this, what if the next update shows them together, her hand on her belly, his arm around her, both smiling through whatever comes next? Or what if silence follows, leaving us to hold on to this one perfect, tearful moment? And so, as the echoes of that announcement fade into ongoing conversations, we're left with the image of Sukai's tearful face, voice steadying as he says those life-changing words, the world pausing to witness something truly rare. This isn't just news, it's a heartbeat captured on camera, a promise of new life wrapped in vulnerability. What happens next remains a beautiful unknown, more tears of joy, quiet milestones, or simply the private bliss of family. Whatever comes, this moment has already etched itself into fans' hearts, making us all a little more hopeful, a little more emotional, waiting breathlessly for the door to open just a crack wider on their story. What do you feel when you watch it? Does it make you believe in happy endings all over again?